Hello everybody, Corey here. We are going to do the daily roundup for the single stock ETFs. We do have some of that. Well, we also have YBIT in here now, and then of course we have a little bit of data as far as prices and stuff go for YieldMax, and Alti. Just a reminder, I am not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor. I just gather the data presented to you to keep you more informed. YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky. Please make sure you know the risk before investing in these. You can see these risks defined on their website. Also note, I am in the car on my way to Nashville, or actually not Nashville, sorry, Tennessee. So sorry for any background noise that you may hear. So let's just get into this. These are all the trades that happened on Friday. So we had lots of trades. We had several of these over their short call prices. Some of these they had to close out the synthetics to pay for the short calls and so on. Of course, if you want to see that detailed information, you can see that in the trades and holdings video, and you can also see the strike price, all of the strike prices for the following week. Okay. Yeah, so here's all the trades. I'm not going to read them to you. I mean, you got the biggest one, 28 million, or NVIDIA brought in 28 million, but that's because they had to get rid of their synthetics, and then, change all that out. They had to do that on a couple of the other these, but I don't remember which ones they were now. So anyway, pause this if you want to look at these more in depth here. For whatever stock that you're looking for. And then we have so I apologize, down here, the data check error. It's not even an error, it's just because I don't have a space for the long call. I should probably put it in the premium column and just make that say premium, but yeah, that's what that is. So then we have the net assets and the outstanding shares for all the YieldMax ETFs here. Sorry, I was looking at the numbers myself because I had just said something earlier about how I thought AMC had a whole lot more than what it does. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll look at it when I do the weekly video. I'll look back at the last estimate distribution one, because I could have sworn like it was a lot. In fact, actually, I don't even have it in here because I took out all the old ones' data and put it in a separate workbook, so this wouldn't be so big, so I don't even have it in this workbook. Alright, well, anyway, let's move on. We have the current stock prices with the NAV and the difference. If you want to see that data, pause the video, and you can look at that here. And now we're going to go into the prices for the YieldMax ETFs here. So let's see. Wow, AIYY went down 5% or 61 cents on Friday. I could have sworn I even saw it. I saw it down to $12, but in the middle of the day at some point. Let's see. We had Murny. It went down 4% or 65 cents. PayPay was down 2%. Crash was up 2%. While Tesla was down 1. YBIT was down 3, YMAG down 3, YMAX down 4%, and Alti down 8%. However, note at the bottom here that these had their ex-dividend date on Friday. So YMAX dropped an additional to its distribution. So did Alti, but YMAG actually came up a little bit after its distribution. Alright, then we have the underlying here. You have all the IVs listed, the closes the day before and the current. So then we have our differences here. AI was down 5%, Murny down 4%, Netflix and NVIDIA were up 2%, Tesla was down 2%, and Bitto was down 2%. So let's look here at the comparisons between the underlying and the YieldMax, and we're looking at the differences between the differences. And anything outside of 1%. So basically Netflix here. So Netflix shows, of course these are all rounded percentages, right? But when we look at the whole here, Netflix was up 3% more than Netflix. And then, yeah, that's it. Looks like everybody else was pretty much within 1%. Alright, so let's move on. So now we're in our dividend recovery section. We did not have any, with additional, I guess I didn't remove this, which is weird. So let me make sure that, okay, I didn't apparently fix any of these. I did this, and then I thought I fixed them. Let's see. I did. And then I'll have to copy over the data. Should probably change the way I do this. Now I'm wondering, do I not have it in here? I might not have put the divs in here, but I thought I did. Let's check it out. I did not, so that makes total sense why they're not there. So yeah, I'll have to go back because I don't know what they were exactly, since we want to do all these decimals. So for now I'll just clear that out, but clearly, you know, one day they did not recover their dividends. So sorry, I thought I'd fixed all that, and clearly I did not. So that makes all of this data wrong. But we can see that Tesla here is no longer technically recovered. It's only recovered 78% at this point, but it was over 100% on the 6th day. If we move on over here to our next section, this shows us how many short calls or short puts. Actually, I don't even have the short put here, but it shows us how many short calls we have for each of these ETFs. Then it tells us what the maximum strike price is out of them. So, for example, Misty here has 3 different strike prices, with the biggest one being $16.50. So it's showing the stock price is we're $155 difference, or 9%. Now, be careful when looking at this. This is why I didn't show this. Used to not show this. It's because, like, instance for Misty last week, I think it was, the majority of the contracts were sitting at like the 16.10 or something strike price. But our biggest one was like $18.50. So unless you're actually watching or looking at the trades and holdings and looking at all the strike prices, you don't truly know what's going on. So yeah, this one might only have 20 contracts in it, while all the rest of them are $200 different strike price. So we could be over that one, and we could be bleeding, but not be over this one. So just, you know, take this for a grain of salt. But if you really want to know what all the strike prices are, that is on the trades and holdings, and they're in alphabetical order. Actually, they're in the exact order as this. You can fast forward to the ETF that you want to look at. So anyway, then we have the value over here, the short value, market value. For instance, which one is our worst one here? Is that NVIDIA? No, it's Misty. So Misty here shows that its short call values brings the stock price down 52 cents, or down 2%. So just show you that. And then we have the same thing here with our synthetic position. Of course, with NVIDIA at the bottom, we have issues because the trades is messed up, or the holdings is messed up. So it's showing 3 there, and it's showing the 2 that are actually the same. So this data, actually, we could just remove that. because it's the same thing as this one. One has a 113 and the other one has 113.01. So it's just a glitch in the thing. We also had another issue with one of these, but it's on a share count. I think it was JPMO. It has some issues, but it's on the short call. But anyway, this is the same thing for the synthetics, except for these are the actual, if it had more than one. So this one, I don't know why it's bringing this one over. So let's look real quick. So Misty, there we are. Yeah, so we have the 1550 synthetic. Oop. Sorry, I guess we're in Tennessee. We're on really bad roads. I don't even know where we were at now. So here, so this is actually right. This is not. And actually, I think that's a messed up part, 161003. So that was another issue that we have. Shoot, I guess I was looking at the wrong tab on that other one. So that's the issue. I think it's because my formula is set up to bring the first one and then the second one, if there's another synthetic, usually there's not a short call at the top there, but clearly there's an issue here. So let's go back here. So this is actually wrong. They have a few issues going on this week with their trades and postings. So hopefully they get this fixed. We have the issue, I think, on NVIDIA. Now we have an issue you can see on Misty. We have an issue on JPMO. And possibly an issue on another one or two. I feel like Crash had an issue. So we're starting to have these little bitty issues that, you know, you wouldn't think would affect much, but they can't marry up together and they don't post properly. And it just makes it look weird and stuff. So you really have to be looking at them. But anyway, sorry about that. Again, you can see more in depth than the issues if you watch the trades and holdings video. So anyway, we have this synthetic value here also for these. Let's see which one is the worst. So 241 maybe? Yep, which is Murney. So Murney has a synthetic that's $160 strike price, and it's under that strike price by $20. So we are under it 12%, and that is bringing the stock down, the stock price, $2.41 or 14%. So just to give you an example there. And then of course this is my data check. And one thing I forgot about was here. We can see that 13 of the YieldMax ETFs did better than the underlying, while 9 of the underlying did better than YieldMax. The S&P was actually down just a tiny bit on Friday, while the NASDAQ was able to actually close above and in the green on Friday. So anyway, I'll let you go. Just wanted to get you a quick roundup done for Friday, June 14th. I will talk with y'all later. Bye.